Conversations with Oldtoby and Hatz.
Conversations. Hello, everybody. This is Oldtoby and Hatz back again for another prolonged conversation.
Welcome to Conversations with Oldtoby and Hatz.
Conversations. Yeah.
Conversations.
It's been a while. It's been a couple weeks since we've had a chance to do this.
Yes, it's been a while.
Yeah, and so we just left our place. The first little, it's down there.
Just right down there.
Yeah, down there around over there. So we're going to head out and try and find a new place where we're actually going to maybe do our first build and just kind of explore.
Yeah.
We're in 1.10 pre-release 1, so
Ooh, fancy.
so there's new cool stuff like polar bears and those, what are those ice guys called? I forget what they're called.
I don't remember.
And then there's the
Fallen
ones,
or the Ravaged or something like that.
something like that. But they're pretty cool. Yeah. So
A lot of cows around. We should probably be hunting these guys out. This is a long
that's
drop.
a big drop.
That looks really trippy. So if you don't know from previous episodes, we are using a texture pack that adds in a lot of variety to a block.
Oh yeah.
B00-100, YouTuber extraordinaire.
Yeah, you can see that all the different shades there in the stone.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
That's cool. Oh, we got a zomber down there. Oh, you found a way down. Okay.
Yeah, just kind of loop around a little bit.
But the last time I think we were here, we were doing stuff. We were discussing our love of fine literature,
Yep.
and I think we left off talking about.
No, I caught fire.
Oh no, it's
I'm a dummy. I didn't bring water in my bucket.
Oh,
Got an empty
yeah.
bucket. Can you not kill these one shot with an iron sword by jumping?
I don't think so.
Guess not. How about an axe? Anyway, sorry.
There we go. No, the last thing we talked about was I don't have any room in my inventory. I'm totally stuffed with the things we need to carry.
All right. I'll carry this stuff.
So I think we left off talking about Harry
Head this
Potter
way.
and the discussion
Harry Potter.
of all things
Which,
Potter-esque.
just quick little thing about Harry Potter. They are doing the Harry Potter play in London. Starting
yeah.
in a couple weeks, called Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
Yep. Have you seen the picture?
The pictures that they released look awesome.
I know the people they have
really
playing
good.
the different characters are amazing, and I know they have the guy who's playing the grown-up Harry looks fantastic.
Yeah, they all look really good.
Oh my gosh, dude! Is it turning nighttime?
And then you got Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. It's coming out soon.
Which I am super excited about.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
That's one thing I think
And she's heavily involved in both of those projects.
Yeah,
Which is nice.
Yeah, so she wrote the script.
Yep.
Which is really cool to me because now that she's done so many films or had her work adapted, I think she knows the right way to go about doing a movie script. Like how to write for film now.
Right.
I'm going to jump down over here. Into the water. Okay. I'm down
It is
over.
getting dark, and I was hoping to find some sheep, but that's
sheep.
not going to happen.
There's lava over here on the kind of at the bottom. I'm gonna dig in next to it, or because I don't even have a bow, man. Yeah, we are woefully unprepared to be moving around during the night.
Yeah, we are.
So there was a few things I wanted to bring up before. Oh, we got a cave. Okay, I'm losing you here entirely. There's a few things I wanted to bring up before we got into the actual here. I just put a torch down on the bottom.
Yeah, I'm coming back. I was just kind of doing some advanced scouting.
Yeah, I can't even.
You see me over here?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh,
hello,
got some
dogs.
Dogs barking. Dogs be barking.
I do not have. I have nothing here. I mean, I have no
you're
room
behind the lava.
Yeah, I figured light.
Hiding out. All right.
So we'll
Oh,
see.
there's a little
Yeah, a little cave.
cave going on.
Come on, dude. That was 4 hits.
Oh, creeper. Oh man, yo, I don't have.
Yeah, here.
Wow.
Return back this way, and I'll just block it off. Oh.
Try it, sucker.
Oh.
Woo!
I need to get we just need to kill some spiders.
Yeah, we didn't have like any string, did we?
I have 2. I have 2 pieces.
Alright.
I don't think... Maybe we shouldn't hide in a hole. Maybe we should just go for it.
Let's just go for it. If we head this way, we can, there's a lot of water, so we can make boats and just kind of boat around a little bit.
Okay. I'm
Should
just
safe.
afraid. I'm afraid we're going to meet skeletons, and it's going to...
Skeletons are the worst. We got shields, though.
That's true.
We got this.
Okay, so here's one thing I want to talk about before we get back into the book discussion is the whole thing with No Man's Sky being delayed till August, right?
Yep.
And the fact that the guy who reported it on...
the guy who reported it, who had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, on Kotaku or whatever. He was getting death threats for reporting that it had been delayed.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Crafting bench.
Oh, yeah. I've got one, but that's okay. I could not believe that...
Yeah, I'll put a boat down for you, so you don't have to pick one up.
Oh, I already... Oh, here, take some wood there. I can't even carry that. All right, thanks, dude. Oh man, we're really going for it. Oh, that's right, new boats. The fact that the guy who reported that the game was delayed was getting death threats, insane. And then Sean Murray was talking. The guy who's making the game from Hello Games was like,
this boat is out of control.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's really fast. It's faster than I expected.
Yeah, holy cow.
But I love how they look now. They're so cool. Little oars on the side. Anyway, I just had to say that. I was really disappointed, but I was like, fine, man, take your time. I want the experience to be as good as it can be. And it's like 6 weeks. People are getting... And here's the thing. I think this is the thing that bothers me the most. And what's his name? Notch even posted something about it on Twitter. Like, when did death threats become a real, legitimate way to show your that you were upset? Yeah,
it's the nature of the internet, unfortunately.
Which I can't, because here's my thing. I keep thinking how I could never ever say that to somebody.
I know.
Even joking. I mean, I don't even do that. Like, I don't even say I'm going to kill you. Like when we're playing, you know.
Yeah.
Because I just don't think it's funny. But how somebody could do that?
But it's not just that. Like, I mean, I can see. But it's not a smart thing to say. But I can see that happening.
Right.
These are like very detailed and gory death threats.
I know. I will come to your house.
Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's horrible. I don't get it, and I don't understand it. And two, why would you threaten somebody who's making something for you that you are going to enjoy?
Right.
You know, because the guy's going to remember who it was who threatened his life and maybe not allow you to have the update.
That would be funny.
That would be amazing. I remember you.
Like, oh, yeah? You want to threaten me? Can't play my game.
Yeah, and... Ooh, this is like a river in here, dude.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's not going that far, but these are so much. Oh, there's skeletons. So yeah. Oh, left shift. Yeah, I can't even pick it up.
Yeah, it's definitely gotten way out of hand.
Yeah,
with
it's crazy.
The way people react.
So that was just something I wanted to bring up because I just couldn't believe it that someone would. I mean, and I don't know why I should have been surprised, but I think it was just the fact that this is just a nice guy who's deciding
just reporting
to
on it.
Yeah, just to say, here I think it may be delayed. Oh, watch it.
Yeah,
they are
kill
vicious.
that cow for me. Yeah, that's right. I'm like the ninja. Use the environment to my advantage. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I don't have any room for bones. Okay. Oh. I just turned around and you just whack.
Almost just took your head off.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Where can we find some sheep? Jeez.
We need sheep. Oh, spiders. Hello, spider.
Hey, spider. Hey. Speaking of that voice, I'm assuming that voice is coming from Lord of the Rings.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna get to meet Sean Astin on Saturday.
Shut up.
Yeah. It's at Comic-Con in Phoenix.
Oh, that's going to be a blast.
That'll be cool.
He's a sweetheart, man. He's like such a nice guy.
Yeah, he seems like a really nice guy.
Yeah. That's awesome. So for this Comic-Con business, who's the other big people that are going to be there? Didn't you say something?
Honestly, there were a few other big name people that were gonna go, and now they can't because of filming or something.
Weren't there Doctor Who people who were going to be there?
But yeah, there's a bunch of Doctor Who people. Billy Piper.
No, that would be amazing.
Which, yeah, I'm a huge fan of her. She was awesome. She played a Rose. And
spiders.
Blanking out on her name, but in the show she was River Song.
Oh yeah.
Can't remember her real
the
name.
actress's name.
Yeah, she's awesome. I'm a huge fan of hers.
Oh my gosh. I have
and
all
then the
things.
guy who played Strax, which is going to be weird because obviously don't really know what he actually looks like because he's a big blue guy. Uh-oh. I pissed off an Enderman? No!
Okay, yeah, you better hide, dude. Watch out. I'm trying to help.
I'm gonna die.
Oh, no.
Oh, shoot.
No.
Oh, I got so ambushed. I would have been fine if that zombie hadn't got me.
Yeah, I was coming up behind, and I think I may have knocked him towards you.
Oh, man.
Oh, stinking. Okay, wait. Oh, crap, I got
I'm a very long ways away from you. Oh, and there's a skeleton right here. No. I have no defense. Run.
Oh, man, you have so much stuff here. Here, hold on.
Yeah, just try and make a chest if you can.
What is it? Oh, hats. Oop.
Oh.
There we go.
Everybody look away.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Oh, the freaking dude is still here.
Yeah, but he's not mad.
Oh, yeah, you want to tussle? Yeah, you want to tussle?
Yeah, now you're not afraid.
Oh, get messed up.
Ooh, still making noise though. Ooh, there's another one over here.
That. I hate that noise.
Yeah, I do too.
Let's get rid of some diorite. Don't need that. Just gonna get rid of that. Yeah, so Strax, and then the lizard girl, who's like with Strax all the time.
Oh yeah, like kind of like his master almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name. So much crap.
Okay, I got your workbench.
Oh, okay.
Because I already had one.
Do I have anything here? Are we good?
I think so.
I'm good.
Okay, well, we'll just move on then this way. Further. Which is that?
Try and reorganize. Oh, you got my food?
Oh, did I?
Some cooked steak.
I just have my steak.
Sure you didn't pick it up? I had like 10. 10 or 12.
Well, you can take half of mine. I just had 17.
Yeah, you trying to steal it from me? Gosh dang it, man.
Here, let me get up
Just
there.
need a few. Get me going.
There you go.
Sweet.
Alright, let's head out. Ooh, I can make...
What? You just gave me 24.
What? It was half for me. It was 17.
What?
Yeah, it was 17.
Yeah, you definitely picked up mine.
Yeah, it just wasn't showing in my...
It just wasn't showing.
That's
weird.
That's weird. There's a bug. Fix your game, Jeb.
Fix your game. Fix your game, Jeb. Fix your game, Notch.
Yeah. What am I doing? Oh, we can make...
I'm just running randomly.
I have... string.
Do you want to stop around here? I'm gonna go... Wait, where are you? Are you still down there? Okay, stay in this area for a minute. I'm gonna run
up to
the top of this hill and try and get a good look around, see if there's anything.
This wouldn't be that bad, actually. Right here in this area, we could clear it out and do like a cool cabin or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Huh? Okay, so getting back to the book discussion, there were a couple things I wanted to make sure and discuss before we moved past it.
Yeah.
And I even wrote things down so I wouldn't forget.
Yeah.
And I think I mentioned, but I'm not entirely sure, that probably, apart from C.S. Lewis, my literary hero is Ray Bradbury. He is seriously one of the greatest writers I have ever read in my entire life. He did this... I mean, of course, he wrote the kind of stuff that I love, which is like Twilight Zone-y, science fiction-y stuff. But he wrote it. I mean, he wrote it very skillfully, and it's actually really well written. His big famous one, is Fahrenheit 451, which is amazing, and I loved it. And then Martian Chronicles, Something Wicked This Way Comes, all these classic books. But the thing for me that I loved the most were his short stories. And it was really his... Martian Chronicles is essentially a collection of short stories that's kind of loosely bound together as a novel. But his writing is amazing. Like, he's very... I think the thing that's so cool for me about him is that he is very economical with how he writes. So where it would take somebody a paragraph and a half to describe how a kid's mouth looks when they speak, he can just pick out the phrase. This is what it's a weird phrase, but it's perfect. He talks about this baby. It's sitting in its like a whatever seat, and he talks about it having pinkly elastic lips, which is perfect. I mean, if you think about a little baby just mouthing words and mouthing sounds, that's fantastic. That's a perfect explanation of it, and he does that all the way through his writing. He's very his writing is very lyrical and almost poetic. It's beautiful, beautiful stuff, and so he was one of my biggest, one of my biggest literary heroes, and I've read almost as much of his stuff as I can. Really cool guy.
Nice.
So I wanted to make sure and throw that out there. What do you think? Do you want to build down here? We could build. There's that little island across the... There's like a little...
Across the water there?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, let's go take a look. And have you ever read any Bradbury stuff?
I don't think I have, actually.
Like Fahrenheit 451 is the big one.
I haven't even read that.
Oh my gosh, dude! That's a... If you ever get a chance...
Rabbit.
Yeah, get him. Oh, there's our boats.
2 rabbits.
Yeah, these are our boats. So we
could...
could...
that's where we came in.
Yeah. We could kind of clear the top of this and build a house as like an entrance, because that's kind of cool looking.
Yeah, that is cool.
It's kind of... I was hoping it was more just like round, but it kind of angles back this way, which we could kind of build back. I think it would work best.
Actually, probably leave these cows. We can breed them.
Yeah. Probably right here, actually. It would be the place to build. Yeah. So we can take this down one level, and I'll start doing that.
Alright.
So if you ever get a chance, if you want to try some of his stuff, he's got a collection of short stories that was put out by Vintage Publishing called Vintage Bradbury.
Okay, nice.
It's really fantastic. It's got some of his best work. I'm just going to drop off building stuff in here, and it's really worth reading. So anyway, so there's that, and there's
Vintage Bradbury.
Vintage Bradbury. It's like 21 short stories, and that was one of my first kind of introductions to him. There's another one that was put out last year, maybe a couple years ago, just called Bradbury 100, and it's he personally went through before he passed away and picked out 100 of his favorite stories, the ones that meant the most to him, and they collected them all in this one big book, and it's wonderful. Nice. So that's a cool one. But there's another guy too that was a big influence on me as far as realizing that you can do anything you want to in books and story. It's a guy named Roger Zelazny who I think he passed away mid to late 80s. Then he wrote a series called The Chronicles of Amber, and not surprisingly, not a lot of people know about it, but it is absolutely astoundingly good. It's a series of 10 books. The first 5 are the best. They get a little derivative towards the end, but so good. So that's one I would love. That's like one of the ones I always try and get people to read. So if you ever
sounds familiar.
Oh, it's so good. It's one of the ones. It actually is the one that kind of started me liking stories about memory, because without giving anything away, the main character wakes up. He doesn't know who he is, and he's in just in a hospital bed.
Oh.
And so it's like, okay, and this was like before this was happening all over the place. Before.
Right.
That was like a common thing.
Kind of became a common.
Yeah.
Framework to build on for a story.
So that, and the thing that's cool too is that the writing's really quick. It's written in first person, which I love because not many people can do that really well, and he does it really well. And it's almost told in this amazing kind of film noir-y kind of 70s language. Oh, it is so good, and it's so much fun. Like the ideas in it, it's one of those things where you'll read something and go, hold on, really? And you go back and yes, he just did that, and it's so cool.
Nice.
Anyway, so that was one. The only other one I wanted to mention was this one's kind of a unique one for me because not a lot of people like this series because of the main character. It's one of the first books that I read where the main character is not really a nice guy, but it gives him a place to grow. But there's a series by Stephen Donaldson called The Chronicles of Thomas Covenant the Unbeliever.
Interesting.
And it's about a guy who is an author and who contracts leprosy. And so he's lost the ability to basically feel anything. And somehow he gets whisked away into this fantasy world. And it sounds cheesy and kind of weird, strange. But when he's in this fantasy place, he thinks he's going mad, and he starts regaining his feeling, and so he's positive that he's losing his mind. But he's really he's kind of a horrible guy because he doesn't think any of this stuff is real. He doesn't think anything. He doesn't really think there's any consequences to any actions that he does. So it leads to some kind of dark stuff. And but the writing is astounding. It's so good. The thing I like about the guy too is he's got a really great command of vocabulary, and he's not afraid to throw out really kind of older books that you haven't heard, words you haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, really good.
Heard of this so we can see this sunset.
Yeah. So those are the last ones I wanted to mention. Before we moved on in books, was there anything that you?
So I was trying to think if there's anything I have read a lot. For me, I mean, we already talked Harry Potter. I've read those books so many times. Obviously, Lord of the Rings. We talked about that.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. There's a bunch of other books I've read, and some of them I've read a lot of Christian stuff. And to be honest, I hate to say this, but a lot of Christian authors are terrible. Like they lean so much on the religious.
Yeah, it's really true.
The religious cliches. And it just makes for a really terrible story most of the time.
I know it. And
like there's a way you can make a good story out of religious topics, but they lean too much on like the cliche aspect of it.
Yeah.
And it just gets really just kind of lame.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So a lot of Ted Decker, this other guy, I can't remember. Oh, one series though, Frank Peretti. Great author.
Yeah, he's actually really good.
Christian author. He does. He did a series of books. I can't remember what the name of them were.
The big one for me was This Present Darkness.
Yeah, This Present Darkness and Out of the Darkness, or I can't remember what the second one was called.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Amazing books.
Yeah,
But he also wrote like a young adult series that I read through. Really, really interesting. But the other big one, and this is gonna sound really, really weird, but it's the only book that my brother has ever actually read.
Oh wow, yeah.
And it's called I Am the Cheese.
I Am the Cheese.
I Am the Cheese, and it's written by an author who's very controversial. His name is Robert Cormier. And I don't think I'm the Cheese, but I think his other book was like banned in most schools.
Really?
Just because it was, and it wasn't necessarily because it was anything bad, but it was just more of like mature topics because it was geared towards young adults, but it had some very adult themes in it that he felt like that younger people needed to know about.
Right.
So it's kind of like he kind of pushed the envelope, and a lot of schools banned him. But I Am the Cheese is an incredible, incredible story. That one is a lot less of kind of mature themes or anything like that. But yeah, I just remember my brother read it so many times. That was like the only book he ever read. And I read through it, and it's a really, really good book.
Yeah,
it's one of those ones where you're just not quite sure what's going on, and then at the end it all comes together, and you're just like, "Oh my gosh!"
Wow.
You know, just the mind blown kind of a feeling.
That's cool.
But, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
Well, and the other one too that we kind of have in common is kind of a mutual appreciation for John Green.
Oh yes, of course. I can't believe we didn't talk about
that. Because
Fault in Our Stars.
Fault in Our Stars. I mean,
Looking for Alaska.
Paper Towns is my favorite.
Paper Towns.
Which sadly the film.
The film. Just didn't do
end
it for me.
It was so good up until the end, and then the end just completely made the story pointless.
Yep.
But the thing I like about John Green especially is the fact that he's able to he writes the dialogue of these kids in a very literary and intelligent way. They're speaking in a way that people don't speak, but it still rings true. Right. And that's really hard to do. And they don't all sound like him either, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I like him quite a bit.
Yeah, for me, Fault in Our Stars was amazing.
Yeah, it was really good.
Love the book and the movie. I think they did a really good job with the movie.
I agree.
And I have to throw out there, and I know some people would give me flack for it, but I don't care. I have to throw out Nicholas Sparks.
Yeah, no, I'm
a sucker. I'm a sucker for some of his books, not all of them. Some of them are pretty derivative, but a couple of them stand out. Definitely The Notebook.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other one? The Safe Haven, another good one. The Lucky One. I never saw the movie, but I read the book. The book was pretty good. A couple of his other ones just were kind of the same story.
Yeah.
I mean, all of his books, honestly, are kind of the same story, but he does such a good job at like developing the relationships, and it just seemed like so genuine. And the characters, you really feel like you get to know them, which I mean, that's J.K. Rowling's strength as well, which I love.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Because her, actually, I still haven't read her like mystery one, but the one she came out with after Harry Potter is called Casual Vacancy.
Mm-hmm.
Not the greatest book, and once critics found out, or actually before critics found out who it was, because she had originally released it under a pen name or whatever, a pseudonym.
Yeah.
It got kind of panned. Like it was not the greatest reviews. And then as soon as everyone found out, I was like, "Oh, this is an amazing story."
Fantastic, yeah.
But my feeling on it is I really like the story, but again, it's all about the characters. Like you really get to know the characters really well in that story, and you feel like you're a part of that town and what they're going through and stuff. But yeah, so
that's cool. Yeah,
it's kind of ones I've been thinking of.
I was trying to think. I think that's. Oh, I want to say that's.
Oh, and I gotta throw out Alice in Wonderland. I just read through that recently again because the Alice Through the Looking Glass came out.
Oh,
I had
yeah,
never
yeah.
seen the Tim Burton version of Alice in Wonderland, so I actually went back and watched that as well, and it's weird.
It is. It's
Which,
really strange. Yeah.
like, you gotta expect it's Tim Burton,
Yeah.
but I guess I was going into it thinking that it was a direct, like, this is directly from the book.
Yeah. No.
But it's not. Like, they make references as, like, the book happened before the movie.
Right.
Like, in previous times, and she's still the same Alice, but this is, like, her second time going into Wonderland.
Right.
And they make jokes about it and stuff, which I thought was really weird. But to me, what annoyed me about it was they made the references to the original Alice in Wonderland, but the references were wrong.
Yeah.
And it was just like, what? Like, if you're gonna just throw a reference in there, at least get it right.
Did they, or were they like referencing the Disney film maybe, or?
No. Oh, yeah. I think that's what it was because it's been. I haven't seen the Disney version and the animated one in years since I was a little kid, probably. But my wife had commented that a couple of those scenes were directly from that one.
Okay.
And so I think maybe that's what it was.
All right.
But yeah, so I haven't read Alice Through the Looking Glass yet. That's kind of next on my list because I just saw that movie recently. So
right.
That was actually, I mean, it's gotten pretty bad reviews and it's done terrible in the box office, but that also could be because of the whole Johnny Depp situation.
That's true.
Him being in trouble, but I actually enjoyed it, which was weird because normally I don't enjoy movies.
Movies in general.
Well, like, especially movies with a lot of this weird CG stuff,
Yeah.
computer-generated graphics, and it just looks weird. And
Yeah.
I mean, and to be fair, the plot itself, like the main plot, was just awful. It was just really dumb. It didn't make any sense at all. And I think they even make a comment at one point in the movie where they're just like, I don't really understand why we're doing this, but we're doing it. But then the subplots were just phenomenal. And the way they all kind of joined together and played off of each other was just, I thought, was really good.
That's awesome.
And made for an entertaining movie for sure.
Yeah, it's so rarely that we get to go see a movie because of having kids and stuff that we really pick and choose what we make an effort to go see. So I don't know.
Definitely skip that one.
Yeah,
I don't think it's worth it.
I think I'm trying to think of the last movie we saw in the theater. It's sad that I don't even remember. Oh, it was Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Which we ended up going to see twice, which is a big deal.
Nice.
Yeah. The kids were just like, "What? We get what? To see it again in the theater?" That's right. That's right.
That's right.
Okay, so let's see. There was something that was coming to mind as you were talking about that. Oh, I've never, for whatever reason, along with like Gulliver's Travels, Alice in Wonderland has always, and the other one is like Wizard of Oz. Those are 3 or 4 books that have never really interested me that much. And I've tried to read them, but they've always been slightly, because
honestly,
I don't know, and because it's fantasy stuff, it should be stuff that I would enjoy, but I've never been able to get into them.
I had a very different memory of Alice in Wonderland. I think it's because of the Disney movie, and I think the Disney movie kind of does a disservice to Lewis Carroll, because it's not at all like the book.
Yeah.
I mean, it uses some of the same characters, but the story is totally different, because the book is really just Alice as an observer who sees all these weird things happening and she doesn't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
And she's not really very active in the world, but in the movie she's a very active participant, and even changing certain events and stuff like that. And the thing that's kind of funny with the Tim Burton version is he places a lot of emphasis on the Hatter, and I think the Hatter has one line in the book and that's it. To be fair, probably 3 or 4, but it's very, very minimal. You know, it's like he's not even like a character that you even think of after the fact. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's weird.
And obviously, and I've read a little bit about Alice in Wonderland recently, just kind of diving into it and some of the controversy behind Lewis Carroll. I think his name is his real name is something Hodgson or Hodgson.
Hodgson, I think that's right.
Hodgson, something like that.
Yeah.
And Lewis Carroll was just a pseudonym. And he was a math teacher at Oxford University, which I've actually visited and seen, where they think that he got some of his inspiration in the Great Hall and the school that he taught at.
That's awesome.
There's a couple of weird things, like there's on the fireplace, I don't know the term for it, but those little like metal things that hold in the wood, like on the side, they have these weird long necks with like a head, and that's where they think he kind of got inspiration for the scene where Alice, when she grows for the first time, she actually gets stretched out and she has this really long neck and a head. And the illustrator, actually, if you look at the original illustrations, it looks exactly like that at the school. It's kind of crazy. So there's certain little things like that around the school where they think he got inspiration.
That's cool.
And there's actually like a couple of characters, Alice and I think the Hatter and another character in the window panes in that Great Hall.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of cool, and they have stained glass windows.
That's awesome.
But, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Now, one of the places
he was a weird guy, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, this is one of the things. One of my biggest regrets is that I didn't go to Cambridge and visit when I was in the UK.
Yeah.
And go and see, like, the Frog and the Toad, I think it's the name of the place where the Inklings, J.R.R. Tolkien and C.S. Lewis and all those guys used to get together. I forget the name of the pub that they used to go to.
I actually went to those pubs in Oxford.
I so badly wished that I had just said, forget it, I'm just gonna go, because I had the Euro pass and I could have done it, but I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go by myself.
Yeah.
I wanted to have somebody with me, and nobody wanted to go, and so I was like, oh man, I really that's a big regret of mine, actually.
Yeah, there was something Eagle. There's a pub.
That's it. It's like the
something. Can't remember the name of it. Something Eagle.
I think you're right. Yeah, the Infinite and the Eagle or something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, we actually ate at that pub, and there's another one that they said that C.S. Lewis used to go to all the time. We ate there too. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I would love.
Pretty crazy to think about how some of these amazing, influential people.
Well, can you imagine, though?
Just kind of hung out in the pub.
That's the thing I think that gets to me the most. Can you imagine? You have C.S. Lewis writing Screwtape Letters, right? So
yeah,
you've got Tolkien writing the beginning of Fellowship of the Ring. And they're coming together and they're saying, okay, well, here's the new chapter that I've got. I'll read it out and you guys just let me have it, right? Can you imagine what it would be like to sit there and hear that stuff for the first time and just go, this, and I'm sure that they were more like, well, I would do this and change this, and maybe, they're probably a lot more analytical.
It's no big deal, like whatever.
But the thought of that is so cool, that all these things that are like predominantly, that's the wrong word, but basically world-changing pieces of literature.
Yeah.
Are just, they're sitting around smoking pipes and drinking beer and just talking about stuff. And that's like, when they have those questions, like if you could have 3 people in for dinner, I would not want to have them. I would want to go there and just sit in the background and watch.
Exactly. It'd be a fly on the wall.
Oh my gosh. It'd be incredible.
Yeah. So cool.
Did you start a stopwatch, by the way?
No, we're so far over time. It's not even funny.
Maybe this will be 2 episodes or something. I'll have to break it up.
It's been about 50 minutes. So
okay.
I think. I don't know. I totally forgot to check the time.
Yeah, I have a feeling this one's going to take a little bit more editing.
Yeah.
Just a bit. But not too much. All right. Well, I guess that's
going to do it.
Yeah, I guess that's going to be it for today. I started working on the foundation of whatever the crap we're going to do up here. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but
nice. I'm just digging around looking for some goodies. Oh, look what I just found. Diamonds.
Hello.
What a way to end it.
Yep. Well, thank you so much for joining us, people, and
thank you.
Yeah, we will see you next time.
Any ideas, any comments?
Oh, please do. Yeah.
Please leave comments.
Yeah,
Makes it a lot more interesting.
We love comments. That's awesome. Okay.
All right.
See ya.
See you next time.